welcome to another Review Room tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about results and what the rankings are going to look like once they're done, and how you can use that information to determine who goes on to the next stage. Okay, so the way it works is there are a couple of ways to do this, and I'm going to go through each one. The first one, which is the most obvious one, is just to click on rankings. If I click on rankings, essentially this is going to take me to another screen. And on this screen, I'm going to be able to see a synopsis of all the ranking information. Now, on this page, it's going to load a component like this, and it's going to do some processing, and it's going to show us the results in this particular format. Now, if I scroll down, one of the things that you're going to see is the different rankings that are on the system, and you're going to see the weighted average of each, and it's going to be sorted in that way. And you're going to be able to sort by the weighted average and determine essentially which one is the highest score. Now you'll also see graphs at the top, right? And you'll see that information, and we have one question specifically that had the higher scores. If you watch our other tutorial, we gave this particular question, the choices had way higher scores. That's why this looks like this. But if I click on this other submission, you'll see all the relevant scores for this submission. So all that information shows up, and it's pretty nice. Now, if I click on any one of these applications, you're going to notice that this is the number of rankings, and already we know that only one judge ranked each one of these applications. But if you click on it, if there was more than one judge, then obviously you would see that information as well. And then basically it would be averaged out, and you would see it. And you'd see that the total cumulative score is 59 out of 70. The weighted average is 8.43, and there's only one ranking. And if there were more than one ranking, then obviously you would see the average as the default value. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, and that's the information. If you saw our other tutorials, you would remember that our judges did indeed give these scores. Now the idea is that you want to export this information a lot of the time, and the way to export this information is to use this little link at the top right, and if you click on that, it's going to do some thinking, and then it's going to give you a nice little file like the following. And if you click on that file, essentially it's going to show you the ranking information. Now let me help you make sense out of this. So essentially this is the application name, right? And then what you're going to see is the name of the judge that did the ranking. In both cases, the name of the judge was the exact same. And then these are the scores that the judge gave this person all throughout. And the rankings are provided, the total ranks are provided, the individual ranks, the questions are provided. And any one of these things, if you're wondering what it looks like, you can expand it and see the particular results. Now both of these applications, both of these judges use the rank local applicants task, and that's why the scores show up here. Now if you scroll to the right, you'll see the rest of the information if there's anything else for you to see. And if you scroll back here, you'll be able to see once again the total. So what you can do is take a look at this information. It's automatically going to be sorted. The highest is going to be first, and you can take the top 10 to your review meeting and take a look at those. So let's take a look at what's here. And you're probably wondering, well, why is it that these fields have no answers? And the reason is, in our particular review room, we had two ranking tasks. We had the ranking task for local applicants and the ranking task for global applicants. Now the local applicants, you can see, have scores with them, but the ranking task for global applicants have 0 scores because the global applicant judges did not do any ranking. And so the first half of these questions that do have results are because these tasks are from the local ranking tasks and the other ones are from the global ranking tasks, and because no one's filled out those, in other words, the global judges did not participate. Had they participated, information would be available from them. Now in your case, you may not even have multiple reviewer groups, so it'd be very simple. But if you do have multiple reviewer groups, I mean, that's a particular reason. So let me X out back into this interface. Now there's one more thing that you can take a look at, which is these tasks in particular. If you go to global judges ranking task, and essentially look, you'll be able to see that there's actually nothing there because no global judges have participated. But when I go back to the local judges, you're going to see that that information is there, and as you click on different options, it's going to update. So that's how you can use this particular section. We'll see you in the next tutorial, and we'll finish up the ranking portion.